My friends, let me ask you this. How many of you toss and turn at night staring at the ceiling, wishing you could just fall into that deep, peaceful sleep your body is craving? You wake up 2, 3, maybe even 4 times during the night. You're exhausted in the morning and you wonder, why can't I sleep like I used to? You are not alone. After the age of 60, poor sleep becomes one of the most common health complaints. But here's the truth. Deep sleep is not a luxury. It is the medicine your body needs to repair, recharge, and heal. Without it, your energy, memory, immune system, and even your mood begin to suffer. Today, I'm going to share something powerful with you. Why what you drink at night may be the very reason you're not sleeping, and what you should drink instead to help your body relax, calm your nervous system, and fall into the kind of restorative sleep you deserve. Why water at night may be hurting your sleep. Most of us have been taught since childhood that water is the healthiest drink we can put into our bodies, and that is absolutely true. Hydration is life. Your muscles, your joints, your brain, and even your heart depend on water to function properly. Without enough, you feel tired, sluggish, and foggy. But here's something most seniors don't realize. When you drink water can be just as important as how much you drink, and drinking large amounts of plain water right before bed can actually be sabotaging your sleep. Now, think about this. Have you ever finally drifted off to sleep only to be startled awake with that uncomfortable urge to use the bathroom? You walk down the hall, turn on the light, and by the time you come back to bed, your body is wide awake again. You toss, you turn, and it takes forever to fall back asleep. For many seniors, this happens not once, but multiple times every night. And guess what? The quality of your deep, restorative sleep disappears. Here's the problem. When you drink a full glass or 2 of plain water right before bedtime, that liquid doesn't just magically disappear. Your kidneys keep working. Your bladder fills up. And before long, your brain gets the signal, wake up. It's time to empty out. That constant disruption prevents you from going through the natural cycles of deep sleep that your body so desperately needs. Deep sleep is where healing happens. It's when your brain clears out toxins, when your immune system strengthens, when your tissues repair, and when your energy tank gets refilled for the next day. But if you're waking up every couple of hours because of late night water drinking, you're robbing your body of this priceless recovery time over weeks, months, and years. That poor sleep adds up to fatigue, memory issues, lowered immunity, weight gain, and even higher risks of chronic disease. So, what can you do about it? The good news is you don't have to stop drinking water. You simply need to shift the timing of your hydration. But here's something even more powerful. You can replace that late night glass of plain water with calming herbal infusions that actually promote sleep. Instead of plain water, try a warm cup of chamomile tea. Chamomile has been used for centuries as a natural sleep aid, calming both the mind and the body. Another excellent choice is lemon balm tea, which has gentle sedative properties and helps relax the nervous system. Passion flower tea is another gem shown to reduce anxiety and promote restful sleep. Hawk protocol. Start front-loading your water earlier in the day. For example, the very first thing in the morning, drink a tall glass of water. This not only rehydrates your body after 68 hours without fluids, but also wakes up your digestive system and jump-starts your metabolism. Continue sipping water throughout the morning and afternoon. By doing this, you're filling your body's hydration tank when it needs it most during your active hours. Now, as the evening approaches, begin to taper off your water intake. You don't need to stop completely, but instead of reaching for 2 glasses of plain water right before bed, aim for small sips. If you feel thirsty, this prevents your bladder from overfilling at night and drastically reduces the chances of multiple bathroom trips interrupting your rest. Not only do these herbal drinks hydrate you, but they also send calming signals to your brain, letting your body know that it's time to wind down and prepare for deep sleep. Think of it as replacing a sleep interrupter, plain water, with a sleep enhancer herbal infusion. Now, some of you may be asking, but Dr. Mandell, won't these teas also make me run to the bathroom at night? The answer is not in the same way. These teas are usually consumed in small, soothing amounts. A warm 6-8 Oz cup is more than enough. That's a much smaller volume compared to chugging a big glass of cold water before bed. The warmth also relaxes your stomach, your muscles, and your nervous system, making it easier to drift off. Let's face it, sleep is medicine, and every small choice you make before bed either builds that medicine or robs it away. By simply switching what you drink in the last hour of the night, you can break the cycle of sleep disruption, give your bladder a rest, and finally allow your body to enjoy the healing power of uninterrupted deep sleep. My friends, let me share a truth that often gets overlooked. Sometimes the reason you're not sleeping well has nothing to do with your mind racing or your environment being noisy. Sometimes the culprit is something much simpler, something your body is missing. And one of the most common deficiencies, especially in seniors, is magnesium. So remember this: hydrate early, taper later, and choose sleep-promoting drinks at night. It's a small, simple shift, but one that can completely change the quality of your nights and the energy of your days. Magnesium, the sleep mineral. Now, magnesium is not just another mineral you hear about in passing. This is the calming mineral. I like to call it the body's natural relaxer. It helps quiet the nervous system, relax tight muscles, balance stress, hormones, and regulate the very neurotransmitters in the brain that control sleep cycles. Without enough magnesium, your body stays tense, your nervous system stays on high alert, and your mind refuses to shut down. Think of magnesium like a dimmer switch. When your levels are healthy, magnesium turns down the intensity of stress in the body. It lowers the volume of that inner chatter, relaxes muscle tension, and slows down nerve impulses, all of which signal to your brain it's safe. It's time to rest. But when you're deficient, it's like that dimmer switch is broken. Everything stays bright, loud, and active even when you want peace and quiet. Here's the challenge. As we age, our bodies naturally absorb less magnesium from food. On top of that, many of the processed foods in today's diets are stripped of magnesium altogether. Add in medications like diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, or blood pressure drugs, which are very common among seniors, and magnesium gets depleted even faster. It's no wonder so many older adults struggle with restless legs, nighttime cramps, anxiety, and insomnia. So, what can you do? The good news is restoring magnesium is simple and powerful. And when you do, you may be amazed at how quickly your sleep quality improves. Alpha, tip #1. Drink a magnesium beverage before bed. One of the easiest ways is to mix magnesium citrate or magnesium glycinate powder into a warm cup of water an hour before bed. Not only does the magnesium get absorbed quickly, but the ritual of sipping something warm also helps prepare your body for rest. Magnesium citrate is gentle on digestion, while magnesium glycinate is especially calming for the nervous system. If you often feel restless, anxious, or struggle with muscle tightness, this one habit could make a huge difference. Supplementation is great, but don't overlook your diet. Foods like almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, dark leafy greens, black beans, and avocado are naturally rich in magnesium. Even something as simple as a small bowl of oatmeal topped with nuts and seeds in the evening can provide your body with a calming dose of this mineral. #2, eat magnesium-rich foods throughout the day. Tip #3, try magnesium topically. Now let's go deeper into why magnesium works so well for sleep. Magnesium helps regulate GABA. That's gamma-aminoic acid, a neurotransmitter in your brain that slows down nerve activity. Think of GABA as your brain's brake pedal. Without enough magnesium, the brake pedal doesn't work properly. Your brain keeps firing, thoughts keep racing, and you stay restless. But when magnesium levels are optimal, the brakes engage, your brain slows down, your body relaxes, you drift more easily into sleep and stay there longer. For people who have digestive issues or don't like taking powders, magnesium can also be absorbed through the skin. A warm bath with Epsom salts or magnesium flakes before bed relaxes muscles, soothes tension, and helps prepare your body for deeper sleep. Magnesium oil sprays applied to the legs or feet can also calm nighttime cramps and restless legs, which are very common reasons seniors wake up at night. On top of that, magnesium also lowers cortisol, the stress hormone. If your cortisol is high at night, your body thinks it's daytime. That's why some people lie in bed with their heart racing, unable to shut off. By lowering cortisol and boosting GABA, magnesium essentially flips the body's switch from fight or flight into rest and repair. So, my friends, here's the bottom line. If you're over 60 and you struggle with insomnia, restless legs, nighttime cramps, or constant tossing and turning, magnesium may be the missing link. By restoring this mineral, you give your body the relaxation signals it needs. Remember this, healing doesn't always come in a prescription bottle. Sometimes it comes from replenishing what your body is starving for. Magnesium is safe, natural, and essential. Start by adding magnesium-rich foods into your daily meals. Try a magnesium drink at night or soak in an Epsom salt bath. These simple habits can be life-changing. Let me share one more important point. Magnesium doesn't just help you fall asleep. It helps you stay in the deeper, more restorative stages of sleep. This is the kind of sleep where your brain clears toxins, your immune system rebuilds, and your body repairs tissues. Without magnesium, you might still fall asleep, but you'll wake up feeling unrested, like you've been skimming the surface of sleep instead of diving deep. Because at the end of the day, your body isn't just asking for sleep, it's asking for restoration. And magnesium is the mineral that helps unlock that door. Blood sugar balance for nighttime peace. Have you ever noticed how you can fall asleep just fine only to wake up suddenly at 2 or 3 in the morning wide awake with your mind racing, heart beating a little faster, maybe even feeling a touch of anxiety? You wonder why now? Why can C stay asleep now? Why is this more common in seniors? As we age, our metabolism changes. We become more sensitive to blood sugar swings. Add in medications, reduce muscle mass, or eating lighter dinners, and the problem worsens. Your body struggles to keep blood sugar stable through the night, and the result is fragmented, restless sleep. Here's a secret most people don't realize. It's not always stress. It's not always noise, and it's not just aging. Many times the reason you wake up in the middle of the night has everything to do with your blood sugar. Let's break this down. During the day, your body runs on a steady supply of glucose, the fuel your cells, especially your brain, depend on to function. But at night, when you're fasting for 6 to 8 hours, that supply naturally drops. If it drops too low, your body panics. It thinks you're in trouble and it responds by releasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones raise your blood sugar back up, but they also wake you up in the process. That's why you suddenly jolt awake at the same time every night, often in the early hours of the morning. Hover a daily habit. Eat a light protein-rich snack before bed. So, how do we fix this? The answer is not to eat a big, heavy meal before bed. That can actually make things worse. Instead, the key is to give your body a small, balanced snack that stabilizes blood sugar without overloading digestion. A simple protocol is to enjoy a small handful of walnuts, a spoonful of almond butter with half a banana, or even a few slices of turkey. These foods contain protein and healthy fats that release energy slowly through the night, preventing that dramatic blood sugar drop that triggers cortisol and adrenaline. Another excellent option is Greek yogurt topped with a sprinkle of chia seeds. Not only do you get protein, but the probiotics in yogurt also support digestion, which plays a surprising role in sleep quality. Tip: watch your evening carbs. Notice I didn't say ice cream, cookies, or sugary cereal. Why? Because high sugar snacks cause a spike in blood sugar. Yes, you might fall asleep quickly, but a few hours later, when that sugar wears off, your blood sugar plummets and boom, you're wide awake again. What you want is slow, steady energy that carries you through the night. Here's another culprit: alcohol. Many people believe a glass of wine helps them sleep. And yes, it may help you fall asleep quickly, but alcohol disrupts blood sugar and interferes with your sleep cycles, especially the deeper REM and slow wave sleep stages. This leads to restless nights and frequent awakenings. If you enjoy alcohol, have it earlier in the evening, not right before bed. How do you limit alcohol at night? Dinner matters too. Meals heavy in refined carbs like white bread, pasta, or rice may taste comforting, but they create blood sugar roller coasters. A better evening meal is a balance of lean protein, healthy fats, and fiber-rich vegetables. Think baked salmon with steamed broccoli and olive oil, or a hearty vegetable soup with beans. Meals like this keep your blood sugar stable long after you've gone to bed. Your body loves rhythm. Eating dinner at the same time each evening and having a consistent pre-bedtime snack helps your blood sugar stay predictable. When your body knows what to expect, it doesn't have to sound the alarm with stress hormones in the middle of the night. Saw a tip: stay consistent. Now, let me explain why this is so important. Poor blood sugar control doesn't just rob you of sleep, it also creates a vicious cycle. When you wake up unrested, you crave more sugar and carbs during the day to boost energy. This spikes blood sugar, crashes it, and sets you up for more nighttime disruptions. Over time, this cycle can lead to weight gain, diabetes, memory problems, and heart disease. But when you break the cycle, when you keep blood sugar steady, you not only sleep deeper, but you wake up with more energy, sharper focus, and better mood. Gentle evening stretch for deeper sleep. So here's what I want you to take away. Good sleep starts in the kitchen, not just in the bedroom. By giving your body a little bit of fuel before bed, fuel that burns slow and steady, you prevent those midnight wake-up calls. Your body stays calm, your brain stays at rest, and you move through the night's natural sleep cycles without interruption. My friends, small habits make all the difference. Tonight, try a handful of nuts, half a banana with almond butter, or a few slices of turkey before bed. Do it consistently. And watch how your nights change, because when your blood sugar is balanced, your sleep becomes peaceful. And when your sleep is peaceful, your days become powerful. My friends, let's face it, many of us over the age of 60 know the struggle of lying in bed and not being able to get comfortable. The hips ache. The lower back feels tight. The shoulders feel stiff. And no matter how many times we shift or turn the pillow, sleep just won't come easily. That's because tension in the muscles and joints doesn't just cause pain. It directly interferes with your ability to relax into deep sleep. But here's the beautiful part. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need a gym. And you don't need hours of exercise to fix this problem. Just a few gentle stretches in the evening can calm the body, release trapped tension, and prepare your muscles and joints for restful, uninterrupted sleep. Think of it this way. Your body is like a coiled spring. If your muscles are wound tight all day long, they don't magically loosen the moment you crawl under the covers. That tension follows you into bed, keeping your nervous system on edge. The result, tossing, turning, and waking up multiple times through the